Hi everyone, welcome to Nursing 650 Epidemiology. We're starting out in the announcements section and I'm just going to give you a brief overview of getting started. So we're going to start out with the orientation and you're going to have some orientation overview questions. I'll show you where to find those in just a minute. We'll be going through module number 1 and we'll be doing our introductions to each other since we're going to be spending the summer together in our discussion board area, and we will also be doing a formal discussion board during our first module. In addition, we're going to be looking at chapters 1 and 2 in your textbook, and one thing I do want to highlight as we're moving forward, I really try to open up discussion board questions a little bit early to allow students maximal time to answer the discussion boards. What I do ask is that you construct your answers in a Word document and then you can copy and paste into the discussion board when that particular module starts. So since we're opening up the course a little bit early, I request that you complete your discussion board number 1 if you want to do so early in a Word document, and don't post that information until the formal start of our course, which will actually be June the 4th. So I greatly appreciate you doing that. So let's go ahead and move on into the orientation start here section. So here are the highlight questions, and you'll also find those included in the module number 1 as well. So there's 2 places that you can access them. And the questions themselves, this is just to make sure that you've navigated through the course and that you understand when everything is due. So this is just kind of a tool for you to kind of highlight the real important things as you're getting started with the course. So as you'll find that most everything that is encased within the course is really focused on your success. And that's my focus. My goal for you is to have you successfully complete the course. So I'm here as a resource to you if you have any questions or concerns. So we're going to start out. There's information on library assistance here, and also note that there is a one-stop library shop encased right within the course. So you can actually click on this area and you can go directly to the LibGuide that our librarian has created for us so that you can access those search engines that are specific to healthcare and nursing. And there's some general really good supportive information within the LibGuide as well. And please know that you can access our librarians very easily in a remote way. There's online chat with our librarians. They will set up meetings, phone meetings, whatever you need to be successful to find the information that you need. Okay, so I've also included quite a bit of information on APA, including a screencast-o-matic on some of the most common challenges that I see students having using APA format. And always remember, just keep your APA manual at your side when you're writing. And there are some key pages in the manual itself, 177 for in-text citations, and the samples are the examples for writing references for the reference list. Start on page 198. So you may want to just go ahead and tag those 2 pages, 177 and 198, and that will help you when you're wanting to refer back on how to format your citations. In addition, there's information here on the Writing Center. Please know that they're there for your use, and you can actually have online meetings with them. You can talk to them by phone, whatever works best for you. Just know that that resource is available to you. And then I also have information on using Blackboard. This is kind of general information. And then if it's been a while since you've been in Blackboard, here's some information on using the discussion board and also on submitting an assignment. So let's go on and take a look at, oops, sorry, I had happy fingers. I was going to go back to the announcements, and we've already done that. So here's my contact information, and please reach out to me if you need anything throughout the course. I will make time for you if you want to have a formal meeting. We can do so by Zoom. We can also set up a time to talk by phone, or I can meet with you at the nursing office, whatever works best for you. If you have interest in what my background is, I have included my page right here, and you can actually click on this link and you'll be able to access like my past education, my CV, some of my interests, those types of things. So if you're interested, it's there for you to take a look. Now let's go ahead and go into the syllabus, rubrics, calendar, and required textbooks. So in the calendar section, there is a detailed calendar, and then there's a consolidated calendar. And the consolidated calendar only has the due dates for the assignments for this course. So let's go ahead and open up the comprehensive calendar, and we'll go through that very quickly. Okay, as you can see, the module weeks are listed, and there are 8 modules. In each one of the modules, the focus of that particular module is listed on the calendar, as well as the assignments and basically what we will be doing during that week. So sort of our to-do list. So with each one of the modules, they build on each other, and just a helpful hint as we're going through, each and every module is very deliberate as it's building on information from the previous module, and some of your assignments you are going to pull back from the previous modules as you are building those assignments. So I suggest that you go ahead and print out your rubrics, take a look at the rubrics, and as we're going through the course, you may want to note on the rubric itself where you will find that information, because we're really using each and every activity, every discussion board as a building block to help you to build your assignments and your success throughout the course. And the same holds true for the presentation that will be at the very end of the course. In discussion board number 8, you'll actually submit your group presentation for your classmates to see, and you will also be using almost every information from every module to build that particular presentation. So just kind of keep that in mind, that we're not learning one thing, closing the book, and moving on. We're really building, and we're using that information throughout the course. So you'll notice that there's a discussion board in each one of the modules. You'll notice that your readings are listed in each one of the modules, and you'll also notice that the assignments themselves are listed in the appropriate modules. I do want to highlight that in the discussion boards, you will be responding to your classmates or commenting on your classmates' posts, and the discussion board tends to be very interactive as we're building our very own community of inquiry, and you will be responding to 2 students on 2 separate days in the discussion board, in addition to responding to the discussion board question or questions. So you will be having a total of 4 comments in addition to your initial response to the questions. So just kind of keep that nice and clear, and you will be responding to the discussion board question by Wednesdays, and you will be completing all of your comments by Sundays. So just kind of keep in mind, it doesn't have to be 2 students on 2 separate days. You can do 1 student on 4 separate days. However that combination happens is perfectly fine. If someone has already posted their comment and you want to go ahead and comment on theirs, even possibly before you've done your initial response, that's perfectly fine as well. The key is that we're really interacting and gaining from each other's backgrounds and knowledge, and that's what the discussion board is all about. So let's go ahead and close this out. Okay, very quickly we're going to run through the syllabus. It's a 3-credit hour course, and we have the aggregate outcomes, the course description, and the student learning outcomes, and you'll notice that they correlate with how the modules are set up, and you'll have the student learning outcomes on each one of the modules as well. So we're just going to go ahead and scroll down. This tends to be the most interesting part to students as far as the evaluation methods. So we will be doing our group presentation and our peer review. So you will be doing a group presentation via PowerPoint or other method at the end of the course itself, and you'll be actually doing a peer review of the group function. That's a total of 25% of your score. You'll have 2 written assignments, one being an epidemiology study critique and the other being a synthesis paper. So, and a big portion of our course is the discussion board as well. Okay, as we're moving right along, you'll find your rubrics in this section, and all the rubrics for the course are listed here, including the discussion board, the critique, the Share It rubric, which will be your group presentation, and putting it all together. And you'll find that I will have, within each one of the modules that these things are due, an overview of the rubric for the assignments. And please do access the discussion board rubric for details on the discussion boards. Your textbook is the Merrill textbook, and like I said earlier, always have the APA manual handy, and there's just some general information. I do try to do a quick turnaround with grading, and I return things within 1 week of the due date, and I respond to students usually much quicker than within 48 hours, so just so you know that. So let's go ahead and move on. I'll just pop into the Library One-Stop Shop, and this is the resource that has been created for us. So just know that there's great information here for you, and if you need to contact a librarian, there's easy access right here. Then as we go to the modules, again, all the modules are listed out by week, and you'll see the student outcomes are listed on the outside of each one of the modules. You'll just go ahead and click into your module, and you'll find at the very top of each one is our to-do list, and then there will be a screencast-o-matic overview of each one of the modules, your readings, general information, resources. All this information that's in the module itself will help you to be successful to complete your discussion board or assignments, those types of things. There are options to access the discussion board, and for module number 1, the orientation highlight questions are here as well. And please know that the discussion board is also accessible on the left-hand side menu. And you'll see that here's where our introductions will go, and I've already included my introduction. And then in the discussion boards, I want to highlight that there are typically 2 sets of questions. You may choose to do one of the sets of questions. So this really helps us to expand what we're discussing during our weeks and to kind of divide and conquer, because we cover quite a bit of information during our different modules. So I've taken this back to the beginning. Again, I just want to welcome you to the course, and always, if you need something, have questions, concerns, please contact me. I'm so looking forward to sharing this course with you. Let me know if I can help you in any way. Take care now.